Beneath Arizona's breathtaking skies, a different story unfolds, one of caution for homebuyers. Here, the land stretches endlessly, painted with rugged canyons and sunlit mesas, a panorama that promises hope and adventure to those who seek a place to call home. Yet, hidden beneath this natural splendor lie subtle traps, entwined in the fabric of its towns and cities, waiting for the unsuspecting traveler. As we embark on this journey, we will traverse the vast landscapes where dreams meet reality, and where the promise of homeownership can sometimes become a mirage. Each city along this path tells a tale, of fortunes won and lost, of communities rising and falling, and of the delicate balance between opportunity and peril. The horizon beckons, but not all roads lead to sanctuary. Today we set forth as humble explorers, guided by curiosity and caution. Our path will wind through 10 cities, where buying a home demands vigilance, a pilgrimage through Arizona's hidden housing traps. Let the journey begin. In the high desert plains of northwest Arizona lies Kingman, a city shaped by its rugged geological history and the ambitions of those who settled here. But beneath its sunlit streets and the distant hum of Route 66, a quiet instability lingers. Kingman's housing market is a landscape of volatility, where prices rise and fall with little warning, and the foundation of economic stability feels ever shifting. Families who seek a fresh start here are often met with uncertainty. Major industries ebb and flow, and the lifeblood of employment is at the mercy of forces far beyond these hills. In times of economic downturn, the market contracts, homes linger unsold, and values can plummet with startling speed. For the unwary, dreams of ownership can quickly turn into burdens of debt. To wander Kingman's neighborhoods is to witness both promise and fragility, a delicate balance that demands care. Here, the wise tread softly, listening to the subtle warnings of a city in flux. Nestled along the shimmering Colorado River, Bullhead City glistens beneath the desert sun, a watery refuge in an arid land. Yet beneath this inviting facade, the city's housing market tells a different tale. Property values here are as mercurial as the river itself, rising swiftly in times of optimism, only to recede without warning when the currents shift. Employment opportunities are limited, and the promise of prosperity can prove fleeting. Many who venture here with hopes of steady work find themselves caught in the undertow of stagnant job growth. The city's industries, tourism, gaming, and seasonal service, offer little in the way of long-term security, leaving homeowners vulnerable to economic tides beyond their control. For newcomers, the allure of affordable homes is strong, but the wise approach with caution, knowing that beneath the surface, the ground is ever shifting and the future uncertain. Surrounded by fertile fields and distant mountain silhouettes, Coolidge offers a quiet existence under vast, open skies. Yet for those seeking the comforts of modern life, the city reveals its stark limitations. Amenities, so often taken for granted, are sparse. Schools, healthcare, and leisure options remain few and far between. The roads here tell a story of slow progress. Infrastructure development lags behind, and the promise of new investment often arrives with frustrating delay. Residents must navigate daily life with patience, adapting to the city's unhurried pace and the absence of conveniences found in larger towns. In Coolidge, time moves differently. For some, it is a tranquil haven. For others, a test of endurance. The dream of homeownership may be attainable, but it comes with the challenge of waiting. Hoping that tomorrow will bring the growth and innovation that today still lacks. Eloy sits quietly amidst the Sonoran Desert, a city where silence often reigns. Here, high vacancy rates cast a long shadow over the housing market, as entire blocks of homes stand empty, their windows reflecting the relentless sun. The quiet is palpable, broken only by the wind and the distant rumble of freight trains. This emptiness is more than a visual spectacle. It signals a market riddled with unpredictability. Prices can swing dramatically as supply far outstrips demand, and buyers may find themselves isolated, surrounded by vacant lots and uninhabited streets. The sense of community, so vital to a thriving neighborhood, becomes elusive when so many dwellings stand unclaimed. For those who consider making Eloy their home, the risks are clear. Amidst the silence, One must listen closely for the faint signals of change and weigh carefully the prospect of investing in a future that is uncertain at best. Perched along the border, Douglas is a city shaped by proximity and history. Its streets echo with the stories of generations, yet the housing market here remains stubbornly stagnant. Home appreciation is slow, and the promise of rising values often gives way to disappointment. The border, both a gateway and a barrier, brings with it a unique set of concerns. Economic fluctuations and cross-border dynamics introduce layers of uncertainty that can affect property values and the pace of development. For many, the dream of wealth building through real estate feels just out of reach, as the market's pulse is dictated by forces beyond local control. To buy in Douglas is to embrace both the charm and the challenge of a border town, a place where stability is hard-won and the future, though hopeful, remains shrouded in ambiguity. San Luis, nestled at Arizona's southern edge, is a city defined by contrasts. Here, the demand for housing often outpaces supply, and the inventory is as scarce as rainfall in the desert. Prospective buyers are met with the dual challenge of high prices and limited options, as competition for available homes grows fierce. Affordability becomes a barrier for many. The cost of ownership is driven ever higher, while wages remain stubbornly low. For families dreaming of a stable home, it is a test of perseverance and patience as the search for a suitable dwelling stretches on. In San Luis, the scarcity of homes is a silent force, shaping lives and decisions. The wise proceed with clear eyes, knowing that every opportunity comes with a price, and that the dream of home ownership here may require more sacrifice than elsewhere. Once a bustling stop along the iconic Route 66, Winslow now finds itself at a crossroads. The population has been quietly declining, leaving behind echoes of a more vibrant past. This exodus casts a long shadow over the city's housing market, where homes linger on the market and values struggle to hold steady. For those who remain, the sense of community is strong but shrinking. Empty storefronts and vacant lots serve as reminders of opportunities lost, while the slow pace of growth challenges the resilience of those who call Winslow home. The dream of a thriving, prosperous town feels ever more distant. Buying in Winslow means embracing both its storied history and its uncertain future. Here, the wise tread carefully, knowing that the tide of people shapes the fate of every home, every street, and every dream. In the rugged foothills of central Arizona lies Globe, a city where the passage of time is written into every stone and timber. The housing stock here is aged, with many homes bearing the marks of years gone by. For buyers, this presents both a charm and a challenge, historic beauty entwined with the demands of repair and renovation. New construction is scarce, and the opportunities for fresh beginnings are limited. Those who venture into Globe's housing market must be prepared for the responsibility of stewardship, caring for structures that have weathered many seasons. The cost of maintaining these homes can be substantial, and the journey to modern comfort is often long. Yet there is a quiet dignity in Globe's resilience. The city endures, its people adapting and persisting. But for the prospective homeowner, the weight of time is palpable, and the decision to buy here must be made with eyes wide open. Nogales, divided by an international border, is a city defined by flux. The housing market here is shaped by economic uncertainty and the constant ebb and flow of cross-border influences. Prices can shift in response to forces far beyond the city's control, leaving buyers to navigate a landscape of unpredictability. Employment opportunities are closely tied to the fortunes of trade and commerce, which can change in an instant. For homeowners, this means that the value of their investment is never truly secure, and the future is clouded by unclear prospects. The city's unique position brings both opportunity and risk in equal measure. To buy in Nogales is to accept the unpredictable nature of its market, a journey that requires both courage and caution as one seeks stability in a world where the only constant is change. Casa Grande, once a quiet outpost, has transformed into a hub of rapid expansion. New developments rise from the desert floor, and the skyline is dotted with cranes and scaffolding. Yet, beneath this veneer of progress lie the risks of overdevelopment, a market stretched thin by speculation and rapid change. As builders race to meet demand, the balance between supply and need grows precarious. Prices can soar in boom times, only to fall just as quickly when the market corrects. For homeowners, the threat of owning a property whose value declines is a weighty concern, and the dream of prosperity can dissolve in the face of sudden shifts. In Casa Grande, opportunity and risk walk hand in hand. The wise buyer looks beyond the promise of new beginnings, questioning whether the rapid pace of change is truly sustainable or simply the prelude to the next downturn. As our journey draws to a close, we pause beneath Arizona's endless skies, reflecting on the lessons whispered by the land. Each city we have visited offers a unique glimpse into the challenges of homeownership, trials shaped by economic forces, shifting populations, and the ever-present passage of time. The beauty of these places is undeniable, but so too are the risks that lie hidden just beyond the horizon. In the heart of Arizona's beauty, caution is the traveler's greatest ally. The wise homebuyer is not swayed by surface allure alone, but listens for the deeper stories, those woven into the streets and shadows, the hopes and hardships of those who came before. Each decision is a step into the unknown, where vigilance and patience may prove the truest guides. So, as you set forth on your own path, let these tales linger. Choose wisely, and let the land story guide your journey. For in Arizona, as in life, the greatest treasures are reserved for those who heed the quiet warnings of the desert wind.